All right, guys. So in this trading session, we're learning two things. We're learning point of control and we're learning how to use it as confluence for support and resistance. We did talk about point of control for Asia being 6 p.m. We did talk about point of control for London being 3 a.m. and point of control for New York open 8 a.m. You're always marking the first 15-minute candles of those specific zones that we talked about. And basically you will see areas of interest at the specific zones. Okay, so what do I mean by areas of interest? You're going to see market create support or market create resistance. So as you can observe, we have buyers, 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 buyers all over Asia open. However, market could now hold no longer, right? And market just flew down. Now market's trying to buy. Why? They had previous buys, they fail, they try to buy again, they fail, and they continue down, right? They continue down, and then suddenly you have some buyers step in, save the day. This is what we call breaker block. Basically, you can see strong demands, right? This was the lowest area that we held, and now we basically have creation of an upward uptrend move. So if we have a sell-off, think about it like this, guys. If we have a sell-off, and now we're going into 12 a.m., meaning midnight. At midnight, we have some support that we're retracing. We come back down, we retrace 50%, 60, 50% more or less from where we broke out. We come back down and we eat the first people that are buying, right? We do respect this person that's buying. This buyer right here is a wick, is basically a demand zone for whatever area got tapped in the past. Now you can see how market comes right back down to that zone and it never takes out that last wick. It holds it. Now, inside this zone at 8 a.m., after all that happened, at 8 a.m., we can observe that buyers basically said this is point of control for New York. What does market do? Come back down, manipulate the downward move at 9:30. You see where 9:30 is happening right here? We manipulate downward move, and now we suddenly have this trap trade, meaning we have strong buyers and sellers on both sides. Mind you, we are in a 5 minute candle, guys. So you're just seeing a range and you're seeing a lot of trap. I think if I'm not mistaken, I took this trade with you guys today. No, I did. Yeah, I did take this trade with you guys. I actually recorded this. This is awesome because now you could go back and see what I was talking about in real time when we were trading this today. This is awesome. This is really good. This is actually really good for today's class. So long story short, you know how I always tell you guys if we have a small body, big wick, what does that indicate? Buyers are holding the zone. Even though sellers try to push hard, they couldn't hold. So the next candles have strong buying, more manipulation down, and then you have that strong move to the upside. Now, we did talk about fair value gaps, correct, Nando?
Yes, yes.
All right, where's the fair value gap here, buddy?
In the
Is it
second candle in the middle.
this one or is it this one?
Yes. No, the second one.
This one?
Yes.
Nah, it's actually this one, bro.
Damn, I'm back, bro.
You're good, you're good, you're good. I'm just trying to see if you pay attention. All right, so the reason why is because again, we have one candle, two candle, three candle. Which one's the biggest candle? This one or this one?
Oh, the bottom one,
The
yeah.
bottom one, right? So the displacement happened here, meaning there's an imbalance right here. So basically we're saying, okay, now I can just wait for market to come back for me and enter the market. It's giving me permission the moment it taps the zone. And remember, what makes a fair value gap, Nando?
Not. Hold on. It doesn't have the wicks. Don't.
Good,
I don't know how to explain it,
good.
but they don't touch. There you go.
Candle
Yeah.
one and candle three don't touch in the wicks,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you can see this is candle three and this is candle one. One, two, three. This is the middle one. Three and one cannot touch, guys. Pay attention to that. Now, however, market pushes and then we have some sort of retracement. You can see how we have this M-shaped looking thing right here and they're going sideways and then suddenly it flushes down into the fair value gap, right? And now that fair value gap gave us confluences of what? Eating all the stop losses here. It generated all stop losses of people like buying and selling here. And then we tapped the fair value gap, giving us that fuel to push to the upside. and then suddenly you had that real stall. Now, in the stall moment, we have strong resistance and another strong resistance where they kill. Where?
You had strong resistance
What is that called? What am I marking?
where you're marking the wicks. You're marking the resistance on the uptrend.
Asia open.
Okay, Asia, yeah,
Right? And where did the start of the move happen? At the beginning
right
here.
there.
And
Yeah.
this fake out, meaning it went up, it came back down. Why is it a fake out? Because you can see the confirmation candle is stronger, even though this is buying. You can see how strong this is trying to push to the downside, right? And then we
Mhm.
have sort of like this move to the upside where it's just creating this kind of head and shoulder pattern that it looks like a head and shoulder, but it's really not. Let me show you real quick. I haven't used this tool in a long time. Where is it at? Right here. It bit me. Ahí está. See that? Shoulder, head, shoulder. It doesn't break and retest to continue up. It doesn't do a breakout. It basically doesn't do a breakout. What a breakout is, this candle right here never broke above, giving us that break and retest. You see that? So it's a failed auction where basically we're respecting an area of interest for sells. So we're trapping buyers while we're only selling. So now I actually called this, like, by the way, I called this move. I hope you guys know that. I called the bottom and I called the top. That's the crazy part. Um, go back into the history of the equities today. You'll see all this me screenshotting this. It wasn't in detail as I'm doing it right now with you guys, but it was basically me seeing the confluences of Asia Open um, point of control. Long story short, market pushed to the downside. You can see the rejection, right, of the buying. Why did buying try to come in here? Because previous buyers are here. And basically they let it go down, come back up, trap more buyers, and continue down for end of day. Bada bing, bada boom. Where did you guys get the selling pressure from? An area of interest. Rigo, how did you know that? I don't know. I don't know. Like I can just see that. I can just see we manipulated the move down. Everybody thought we were just gonna flush. They generated all this liquidity. They push and squeeze all sellers, right? Think of like if you were an institutional trader, you're gonna trap everybody before you make that move, right? And then you're gonna push down. So basically now you can see, aside from looking at this little move here, you can see that there's one rejection, two rejections, three rejections. Do you see that? That's an
Mhm.
indication of what? Selling pressure, liquidity being built. And then you have what? Retest. And then continuation down. That's why I said this open bell for Sunday is going to be interesting. If this is an equal bottom, right? Let's say it looks like this. I see this selling into this zone to come back down and continue. Why? USA just attacked Iran conveniently at the end of the day. You think Iran's not gonna retaliate and do their shit? You don't think they're gonna damage whatever the fuck United States did? They're gonna come all the way down here. 28,800. I've been calling this shit all day. I told you guys we are gonna go to 28,200 more or less. 29,200. I'm sorry. And look, we were there. We ended there. That's fucking crazy. I have this documented, guys. I wrote all of this today. I wrote all of it. I was fishing at the end of the day, so I didn't keep following up with it. That's crazy, guys. That's fucking crazy. Any questions on that?
Yo, also, do you see at 9:30 where it didn't sweep the white line? It edged it.
Which line?
The bubble like at 9:30,
Oh, you mean this one right here?
like that orange bubble. Yeah, yeah. So
Oh
you
yeah, we
said that
never
you
swept. Yeah,
long
yeah,
that,
yeah,
but
yeah. We
wouldn't you
respected it.
wait for it to sweep it so we don't have to worry about it getting swept in the future if we do want to long it?
So
Because I wanted to long that but this morning, but it didn't sweep Asia low. Because
to be fair,
my strategy is Asia and London high and low.
after this session, try to make your best to go back to the. I recorded the session. Go back to it and look how I'm calling it out. Like I'm calling it so precise. Everything. I'm like, guys, I would gamble it. If I was going long, I would gamble it. I had my demo account. I didn't have my funded account. My funded accounts were locked out. I was like, guys, gamble it. This is gonna go up. You could just hear the confidence in everything I'm saying, and it just went. It ripped. I mean, with just one mini, guys, one mini from here to here, it was $5,000. Just one mini. That's crazy, yo. That's fucking wild. I would have been out like at $2,000, but I would never hold a 5,000. But how I knew that this was gonna go long, it was basically just looking at it like, okay, we respected these people, whoever was buying there, and you can see the 15-minute like like the little small body big wick situation on the 5 minute, on the 15 minute. It was very clear and evident that we had strong buyers as well. You can see how we swept and kept sweeping and kept sweeping, but we never swept the bottom right here. I don't know. It was just something about it that I looked at it and I was like, yeah, this is definitely going up. It was basically accumulation, manipulation, distribution to the upside. But that is the power of point of control, guys. So now that you can see how I interpret point of control based off a lot of confluences, we're talking about like areas of interest, shapes that tell you that there's resistance, dojis, right? A lot of bullshit like that. Look at this
Do
over
you be
here.
looking at ES and shit too to like see if there's a SMT to sweep the point of control on one but not the other?
I don't. I don't look
You
at.
don't?
I don't look at ES. What's the point of looking at
What?
ES if I'm just looking at
Bro,
point of control?
because then you because sometimes it sweeps it on one and not the other, and you only needed to sweep it on one.
I don't know, bro. That sounds complex for me. I keep trading simple, bro. Look, I called. Look, I
Yeah,
I
that's
I marked
understandable.
I marked out everything that I've called. I marked it out. I called the bottom here, called the top here, I called the bottom here, I called the top here. So everything I was calling out was just like one after the other, after the other, after the other, after
So
the
do you
other.
think the point of control has like more liquidity than the regular session highs and lows?
I don't know how to explain it to you. Like I just see it like, okay, if I see a massive dump, I'm looking for a retracement into point of controls. You see this? So if I see buyers, 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 I'm saying, okay, buyers are just trying to go back up where? Point of control. Where's my closest point of control? Oh, where's the high for the 4 hour lows here? Meaning we got a 4 hour doji here, for example. Let me show you real quick. Okay, you see the 4 hour doji? Oops. You see the 4 hour doji high here and the 4 hour doji low here?
Yeah.
Yesterday that I was seeing the 4 hour right here, I was like, oh shit, this is a CRT. This is a candle range theory. I can already see that this was gonna dump. You know, I was telling you guys, don't buy this, don't buy this. This is a falling knife all the way to the bottom, and you can see that right there. Now, another thing to observe on the 4 hour, you have one, two, three candles going up, and then this massive 4 hour candle giving you the direction. I have a I have this little continuation thing here in my thing. Like show you real quick. I'm gonna take a picture of it so you guys can see it. I'm gonna post it on equities chat so you guys can see that. Give me a second. Do you guys see the picture I just sent you? It's a continuation pattern basically. So think about it. 4 bar reversal, neckline retest, 1, 2, 3, retest of a fair value gap right here, continuation down. So simple. We just don't see it when it's happening in real time. We only see it until it's the end of the day. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, why didn't I see that? It was so easy to see it, you know? Um, yeah. Now that you guys can see the point of control though, right? Now that you guys can see that, where did the massive moves come from, guys? If this was a massive move from down here, this was a point of control right from the past. Massive move, point of control, 4 bar reversal. Oh, massive move down, neckline retest. Oh, wow. It looks like we're going up into the neckline of what? Oh, the 4 bar reversal is basically a double top, right? What do you mean it's a double top? What the fuck are you seeing, Rigo? I don't see it. It's right here, bro. Right there. You see how one is bigger than the other one? That's a double top. It might not be at the top, 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 but that's a double top, you know? So, again, what is a double top? Well, this looks more like a double top to you guys, right? This looks like a double top to you guys, right? But
Mm-hmm.
in reality, a 4 bar reversal is a double top. That right there is the double top. You just don't see it at the top. It's just in the middle, in the middle of nowhere. You look at the 1 hour, right? You can see it more clear. Oh shit, that makes sense. You see it? You see the wick, and then you see the directional move for 1 hour where we're just massively selling off. That's insane, bro. That's insane. Trading is simple, guys. I promise you. If you guys just wait for point of controls, you wait for 4 bar reversals on the 15-minute, 5-minute, 30-minute, and you see the directional move, just take it, bro. Take it. I guarantee you, you're gonna lose, but there's gonna be times you're gonna win more than what you lose, and that's the crazy part. Like once you do what Truist is doing, that's insane. I mean, like $250 losses, like nothing, and accepting and moving on, just one trade. I like that because I can see that he's okay losing. He's a better trader than I am, if I'm being real with you guys. I can't accept being wrong. Once I'm wrong, and I'm gonna lose the account. I don't give a fuck. That's crazy. But that's point of control for you guys. Any questions? There's no dumb questions, guys. This is free. There's people paying thousands of dollars for this bullshit. I'm letting you know that right now, guys. So don't be shy asking me stupid questions. If I don't know the answer, I'll tell you straight up. I don't know the answer. I don't know. I'm a self-taught trader, guys.
So I guess the point of control, you look at the double top highs, and then typically after that, it's when you'd be looking at the confirmation candle, which is like the massive dump, right?
So what makes it a double top, right? Let's look at it.
That
All right.
you said it makes it a double top where there's one candle in the wick, for example, right here. You have that one, and then the one prior to it, that one, the red one. No, that one and well, I'm looking at the red candle with the wick up, and then the green candle next to the red candle. No, no, to your right. That one, and then the green one.
Okay, perfect.
That one.
Hmm.
That's a double top.
This is a double top. Boom, boom, boom. The reason why it's a double top is because if you look at it from far away, it's basically just going up, down massively. That's your double top. If you go to the lower time frame, so for example, you're looking at this as a 1 hour, right? But if you go to the
Mhm.
15-minute, you can see more clear the break and retest. Retest. You see the retest?
Yeah. Okay.
So you have basically one, two, and boom. This is the manipulation. So for example, if I was looking at this, I would be like, oh guys, this is a four bar reversal, but be careful. It could break off and come back down. I would say some shit like that, you know? Why? Because I already know that we're already retracing like 50-70% over here in this side. You feel me?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm feeling something.
All right. So basically with this right here, I remember I was trying to get in this short. I remember this play. I was trying to get in this short and I couldn't. Like I couldn't get my like if you look at the 2 minute, I was trying to get in this short and I couldn't enter because I was waiting for it to fill here. I needed this wick to go all the way up here and I didn't get it because it didn't fill it. Like look, the lower time frame, you get better and better to see it because you can see more of like one, two, and a big ass wick. That was a strong rejection right there. And then you see the retest. So basically, you see something like this. Look, you see that? And then I was
Mm-hmm.
waiting. I was waiting for this candle to be a 4 bar reversal with a failed wick like this. I remember this play. I was trying to take this short. I couldn't enter the short. So I entered long down over here. You see the 4 bar reversal? I'm telling you guys,
Mm-hmm.
I remember all my any trade that I take, I remember. The reason why I remember is because I know my specific patterns are very specific. I don't take trades that are not my specific patterns. Make sense?
Yep.
Cool. So that's point of control, guys. I love point of control, man. Ever since I learned point of control the way I'm teaching it to you guys, bro, it's my bread and butter, bro. My bread and butter. Why do I say bread and butter? Is because once you see it, you cannot unsee it. So again, context is important on those specific dojis. Remember Nando, fair value gaps, 70-60% retracement, right? Double top neckline retest. The gravestone, where is it at specifically? Is it at a sell zone? Is it at a buy zone for the dragonfly? The context of that is so important. It's not just random. Oh well, this is a gravestone. Rico says it's gonna dump. No, we have to go a little bit higher. We didn't see any sweep yet, you know. And not only that, if it's 7 a.m. in the morning, does real movement happen at 7 a.m. in the morning? No, it doesn't. It usually happens at 8, 8:20. It usually happens at 9, 9:30, at 11 a.m. Usually at 1:30 p.m., 3 p.m. power hour, 6 p.m. open, 3 a.m., so on and so on and so on and so on. All right. Cool session though, right, guys?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Who hosts Milk for trading? What's up, Milk?
Oh, Rigo, you had somebody that was trying to join, but it wasn't letting them.
Who?
Um,